Our lesson 6.8 is about writing linear inequalities from word problems. Before we actually do any example problems, I want you to write down a list of key words that are in those inequalities, words that are going to come up pretty often when you're translating these statements. First one, if you see the words fewer than, you are going to translate that to less than. Fewer than is a pretty common statement. If you see the word below, below would also mean less than. If you see smaller than, that would be less than. If you see at most, you can do at most 5 problems in a day. You can do at most 10 lessons in a week. Mrs. Koth can handle at most 5 interruptions before she loses it. That would be less than or equal to that amount. Less than or equal to. No more than would mean the same thing. No more than. No more than is less than or equal to. I hope you're writing these down like I told you to, because otherwise you're going to get pretty mad at yourself on the Excel. Actually, you'll probably be mad at me because I'm the one that's making you do work. But either way, if you write this down, it's going to be easier for you. If you see maximum, Jaden can lift a maximum of 100 pounds. I don't know, I'm totally making that up. If he can lift a maximum of 100 pounds, that would be less than or equal to that amount. Less than or equal to. Now here comes a tricky one. Everyone misses this one. At least. Everyone wants to match up with less than because they see the word least. But think about how you would use that phrase. If you want at least a 60%, you're aiming for a D so that you get a passing grade. Do you want less than a 60? No. If you want at least a 60, then you want greater than or equal to that amount. If I want at least, I don't know, 4 cupcakes. Baby kind of has a sweet tooth. Baby likes cupcakes. I don't want less than that amount. I want at least 4. Probably more than that would be nice. If I need at least $5,000 a month to meet my bills, to pay my bills, I want $5,000 or more. Less than that is not good enough. So that one is greater than or equal to. Minimum. Minimum means the same thing as at least. Minimum is the lowest amount that is acceptable. So that would be greater than or equal to. If you see more than, that gets rid of that equal bar. If I want more than a certain amount, it's no longer acceptable that it's equal to. Only greater than is what we'd be looking for. Above means the same thing as more than. Above is greater than. Let's just try a couple of these problems and see what they look like. Remember, the less than symbol looks like that. Talked about before, you hold out your left hand. Your left hand makes an L, reminds you L for the less than. Less than looks like that. Looks like the L. Less than or equal to would be the same symbol, but with a bar underneath. Greater than or equal to would flip the symbol, still with a bar underneath. Just greater than would look like that. Sorry, that's kind of confusing with those extra lines there. Maybe, I don't know if that's helpful or not. That's kind of confusing to look at. I don't know if that's helpful. Okay, let's try this IXL. Stanley is building birdhouses in shop class, and he has a total of 362 nails on hand. A small birdhouse requires 40 nails, and a large birdhouse requires 52 nails. We're supposed to select the inequality that describes this situation. X is the number of small birdhouses, Y is the number of large birdhouses. They told you back here that a small birdhouse requires 40 nails. So 40 should go with X because it's 40 nails for each small birdhouse. It has to be the first one or the last one. 40 should not go with the Y, it needs to go with the X. Then we need to decide which symbol goes with 362. It says he has a total of 362 nails on hand. That's not necessarily a keyword situation, that's just a thinking situation. If he has 362 nails on hand, can he use less than what he has or greater than what he has? Definitely less than. Can he use all 362 nails exactly? Yes, so then you also need the equal bar. An export company is reserving some containers to ship cargo overseas, and the expense must be under $57,000. Under is one of our key words. Actually, lies. It's not on our list. We should add it. Fewer than, below, smaller than. Also, under fits in that group. Maybe I should have split it in sections like that. That looks better. Going back to the problem, a standard container costs $1,500 and a large container costs $4,500. A standard container is X, which is $1,500. So 1,500 should go with X. It has to be this one or this one. It has to be under 57,000. So you're going to pick greater than or less than. We're going to pick less than. Leslie is selling cups of lemonade at a stand outside her house. She has enough supplies on hand to make a maximum of 248 ounces of lemonade. Maximum is on our list. A regular cup holds 14 ounces of lemonade. Small cup can hold 4 ounces. Regular cup is 14. X is regular, so 14 needs to go with X. It has to be one of these two. Maximum. Shoot, I think Mrs. Code made me write that down. Maximum, less than or equal to, so we need to pick that one. As you're going, if you see more keywords in these questions that we haven't gotten to, please add them to your list. This is a list that you probably need to refer to back pretty often in order to get this IXL done. Please let me know, though, if you're struggling and you need help.